Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. My name is Latrice Aliyah, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. You are now part of the Golden family if you hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning Goldie, I thank you for continuing to support my channel. And we're gonna address this elephant in the room right here, right now, because let's chat, let's talk. So you can see I have faux locks. I installed my faux locks in my hair a few days ago. No, my hair did not magically grow in 2 days. But I'm going to be talking about why I installed my locks, the pros and the cons, some tips, and you know, are protective hairstyle of your locks a good thing or not? So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Why I installed my locks. I have my notes, so if I look down, pardon me, I just want to write down everything, make sure I stay on topic and cover all the bullet points that I wrote down. So I installed my locks, faux locks, because I wanted some length. Like, not to beat around the bush, just I really wanted some extra length. I was also missing protective hairstyles. You know, I might post some of the pictures on the screen of me just always having protective hairstyles ever since I started my natural hair journey, and ever since I learned how to do my own box braids, faux locks, passion twist, Marley twist, etc., etc. Ever since I learned how to do it, I do it all the time, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do locks, because I wanted to have that protective hairstyle look all the time. But you know, that's another video for another day. And I also wanted to see what my future would look like when my hair gets this long. And I know this is like, you know, synthetic hair, and my hair probably won't look exactly like this, but this is a good representation of what my hair will look like in the future, like 3 or 4 years from now. I'm not sure how long it will take to get this long, but that's really it. That's the 3 reasons why I installed it: length, missing the protective hairstyles, and want to see how my locks will look in the future. So let's just get right into the pros of protective hairstyling. So it's really a get up and go hairstyle, and I know locks is the poster child of getting up and go as well. But if you have shorter locks like myself, it's really hard to just get up and go. You do have to put a lot more effort into styling or maintaining or doing your locks, unless you want to do free-forming or semi-free-forming. Whatever floats your boat, that's for you and you and only, that's your business. But for me personally, I like the manicured, you know, nice, neat look. Not all the time, do not get me wrong, but I do like to make sure my locks stay nice and look nice for the most part. Even in between my retwist and wash days, I try to put more effort into my locks, and that right now, that's not getting up and go. Thanksgiving is next week, and I want to, because I'm planning on cooking and all of that stuff and spending time with family, so I want to just get up and go and not have to put so much effort into my locks. So that is a plus for having a protective hairstyle, is you get up and go. You know, your hair is going to now be protected during the winter conditions. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina area, so we don't really have too much cold falls or winters. I think right now it's like 60 degrees, so I don't experience cold weather. I'm from Syracuse, New York, so I know what cold is like. I was born in a blizzard, so I know what cold is like. But if you are living in those more cooler climates when there's snowing and blizzard or sleet or freezing rain or whatever that will be coming up, then having a protective hairstyle does protect your locks from weather conditions. We all know that the sun can be damaging on your locks, or it can cause your locks to pretty much get dyed by the sun. It's like a natural dye, you know. It can color your locks, the sun. If that's something you do not want, then having a protective hairstyle does prevent that. If you live in like on the West Coast or down there in Florida or somewhere where it's sunny and bright throughout the, you know, the winter time and stuff, you don't want your locks to get colored or something naturally colored, you can have a protective hairstyle for a few weeks into whatever, or however long you want to, honestly. You can also, another pro, like I just stated, why I install my locks, is you can envision yourself with longer locks, or how your locks will look in the future. That's another pro. You know, you don't have to really worry about your locks per se. Like I said, you get up and go. And this next pro for me might ruffle some feathers, might shake some tables, it might be a little too taboo, but for me, this is a pro. It's helping me mask the ugly stage, and I know the ugly stage is so like kind of taboo, or if you're not embracing the ugly stage, it's so taboo in the lock community. But I want to say this on record, want to, you know, say it. I am comfortable with my locks in the ugly stage. However, like I stated, my hair is very short. I have to do a lot of things to my hair in this stage right now because my hair is basically rebelling. It's like almost in that teenage stage where they're just doing any and everything, and I don't have time for that. Honestly, I don't want to have to fight with it. I just, like, you know, this is helping me get through my ugly stage. Let's keep that in quotations, because no stages are ugly. All locks are very beautiful, but there are plenty of people that could not go through the ugly stage, so they do get extensions to their locks, or they do wear protective hairstyles, and that is okay. My opinion, I think you should do whatever you want to do with your hair. It's your locks, and some people might side eye you, but at the end of the day, it's your hair. It's who you are. What makes you feel comfortable is for you. You get what I'm saying? So if wearing a protective hairstyle helps mask your locks, your ugly stage for a few days or a few weeks, or whatever, how long you decide to keep these in, a few months, whatever, then that's for you, and it is helping me get through it. Before I did install these faux locks, I was wearing my locks out, and people was like, oh my god, your locks look beautiful, and I'm like, I know, thank you girl, thank you. So it's all just really up to you. There's people that does that, and some people wear wigs, some people wear whatever, head wraps all the time. Like I know in the early stages I was wearing head wraps only because I hadn't quite got comfortable with my locks, but now I am at the point where I am very much comfortable with my locks, and having a protective hairstyle, like I just, you know, listed with the pros and why I installed it, it's just a plus, honestly. So let's get into the cons of protective hairstyles, because there are quite a few. So it can be very damaging to your real locks if you do not install them very correctly. I personally don't like anybody touching my hair. I don't even know if I'm gonna ever go to a loctician. It's still up in the air because I just have horror stories of other people doing my hair. But anyways, if you have someone that does do your locks for you or your protective hairstyles for you, make sure that person isn't causing too much tension on your hairline where it could cause some breakage, too much tension on your actual scalp. You know, tighten it with the locks, you know, wrapping the hair around too tightly, because it can cause breakage. Even if you are a loose natural hair, you do not want to have breakage when it comes to your protective hairstyle. Protective hairstyle is supposed to be a protective hairstyle, not a damaging hairstyle. If it is too tightly, maybe try to spray some water and oil to try to loosen it up or something, or just when the person is doing your hair, or if you're doing your hair, make sure to speak up and tell them like, hey, this is hurting me. Because I've, in the past, when I used to go to an African hair braiding salon, right around when I first became natural, they ripped all my edges out because I did not speak up. Well, I told the lady that I wanted my edges to be out, and when she got, you know, I told her that when she was at the back, and as she got closer to the top, I never said it again, so I thought she would have remembered. And if you know anything about African hair braiding salons, it's usually about 3 or 4 people working on your hair because they can get you out within 5 hours. So yeah, that happened and terrified me. So just make sure the person is installing your locks or your hair is gentle. Like that's a con. It can be just damaging. It can sometimes be maybe too heavy on your locks, and not heavy like it tilted over, because these isn't heavy at all. Like they're very lightweight, but it could just be heavy, like weighing down your locks, and you probably don't want that when you are in the early stages of your locks, or you don't want it to just, you know, cause any thinning if it's just too heavy on your locks. So that can be a con. If you are still in the early stages of like the first 3 months or so, maybe even the first 4 months, I don't know, just depending on how your hair is, it can cause maybe some unraveling of your locks. When I did my box braids, I experienced 2 to 3 locks unraveled, and it was really annoying, and that was one of the reasons why I did not think I wanted to do another protective hairstyle, because I'm like, I have to spend all this extra time retwisting my hair, and I feel like I had a little bit of a setback with my locks. I'm like, so now these 2 locks is gonna take longer to lock up compared to the rest, which it did not. Like they all kind of still look the same at this point. I don't remember which locks in my hair that unraveled with the box braids when I took those down. But so that could be a con. And also another con kind of goes in with the pro of masking the ugly stage. You don't want to depend on protective hairstyles all the time, so that can also be a con. And it could be a con for me where I have a security blanket, like, because it's a protective hairstyle. I don't want to have to depend on it all the freaking time. So let's get into our protective hairstyles good for your locks. And my answer is going to be yes. I listed the pros as far as why I think they're good, and I also listed the cons. And this might sound kind of a little crazy, but you have to always consider the cons of any styles on your hair, whether you're loose natural, whether you're locked, whether you have relaxed hair, whatever you do to your hair, you should always consider the cons. And to me, I think the pros outweighs the cons. In my opinion, my pros weigh out. Only because before I did install my locks, and while I was installing the faux locks, I meditated on it. I, just, like pray, let my hair be good and be in good graces. I'm like, okay, I'm going to really take my time, not rush. That's the key. Taking your time and not rushing these hairstyles just because you want to get it done in 6 hours. No, it took me 2 days to do this hairstyle because I took my breaks. 4 hours, I do my hair, chill out for 6 hours, another 4 hours, do my hair, chill out for 2 hours, another 4 hours, do my hair. I really wanted to take my time because I do not want to damage my locks. As well, what I'm doing is I'm spraying my hair with water and oil every single day. Since I installed, I only had these in for 2 days. So since I've been doing it, I just spraying it, oil it, keeping my hair nice and moisturized so my hair would not be damaged. And I'm all about manifestations. So if you manifest your hair gonna be damaged because of protective hairstyle, then guess what? Your hair might get damaged. So the tongue is very powerful. Be very mindful of the things that you're saying. So I'm like, my hair is gonna be good, my hair is protected, my hair is gonna look nice and good, it's gonna be luscious. I'm not gonna have any setbacks with my locks because I taken care of my hair with this hairstyle. So there we had it. That was I felt like a whole lot, but that was the video of, our protective hairstyling over your locks, damaging or not. And I hope you guys really enjoyed some of this, the video and some of the tips. It was just, make sure your hair is moisturized. before and after and during your protective hairstyle. And just, you know, make sure you pay attention to your hair, and make sure if you are getting them installed by a professional, make sure you let that professional person know how you want your hair. Even if it's your homegirl, make sure you tell your homegirl, like, look here, girl, you braided too tightly, okay? So just, you know, just do your research at the end of the day. And I think protective hairstyle is a break from your real hair, your locks. It's a fun way to do things, to just switch it up. You know, it's, who said locks isn't diverse? Who said you can't do more than one thing to your locks? Who said you just have to have your locks out? I don't think, well, some people probably do say it, but at the end of the day, girls, goldies, just do what works best for you. And at that very moment, this is what's working for me. So here are the faux locks. Here they go. They look very, very natural, in my opinion. And no, I did not film the process of this hairstyle, only because I really wanted to take my time, and I just really wanted to meditate and pray on this style, that it comes out nice and it comes out perfect, or somewhat perfect. And yeah, I just didn't feel like filming. Honestly, I just wasn't caught up with filming. Like not everything should be filmed, and I know people are probably going to be asking for a tutorial, and I'm sorry guys, I don't have a tutorial on this. I do have a box braids tutorial on my channel, and I know it's not like the same process, the same hairstyle, but I do have that. If you want to see how I pretty much do the protective hairstyles, and in the future, who knows, I might, you know, do this hairstyle again for my birthday in March. So you just have to stay tuned. If I do, I will probably make a video of me taking down the locks. Only if you want to have that video. I might do that, might not. Who knows? It's all up in the air. But I'm still talking, and I need to go ahead and wrap up today's video. But thank you guys for continuing to support my channel. My name is Latrice Aaliyah. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Turn on that post notification so you won't miss when this girl meet right here post another video, and hit that subscribe button so you can see some more future lock videos, some lock update videos, some, you know, some protective hairstyling, whatever I choose to do. Hit that subscribe so you won't miss out on the video, on the content, okay? And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.